Hi, James again from RC Helicopters and Hobbies. Today we have our Apache 500, and this is basically the way she'll rock up in her box. It's all been test flown, tuned and flying perfectly. We leave these extra parts off. As you can imagine, when they're all on, they stick out everywhere, and to safely pack this type of helicopter, we really don't want those parts sticking out, and the size of the box alone with all those parts on is way too big than what we legally allowed to ship. But it's much safer with these parts off and separately bubble wrapped as we do. They're very straightforward to put on, very easy. We also email you a manual on exactly where these parts go and how they go on. You know, the side fins, the tail fin, the rockets, rocket launchers, exhaust cooling systems, front radar and bracketing, also your scale blades. They'll all be pre-packed and bubble wrapped safely, so they're not going to get damaged. Another good reason to having all this off is you can see exactly inside your heli before you attach everything. You can see everything inside, such as your gyro position, your tail rudder and all the wires. It gives you an understanding and an idea how it all is inside, because once you attach all these extra parts, you don't get to see that again. So that's the reason why we ship them like this, and not trying to be lazy, not doing it, but like, it's not very hard to do, sorry. But we just prefer to leave them on. We just don't want the damage in shipping. With this helicopter, it's got our new system in it with our new UBC 8 amp attached to the front here, and the cooling fan switch is just on the inside here. You can switch that on. You'll see the cooling fan just placed underneath here, and it's directly over a 100 amp ESC, as we put 100 amp ESCs in these helicopters because they do get a bit warm inside, so we'd rather be safe than sorry. And the battery that runs this is another little zippy 1000 amp hour from Hobby King. That sits just down the side here, attached with Velcro, snugly down there. And that basically runs all the power inside the heli. Your main battery, it's a zippy 3000 amp hour. You can get these from Hobby King. It's a perfect size battery, 20C. It fits perfectly just in there like that, on Velcro again, and it's balanced just brilliantly. So it's the perfect battery for this helicopter. We also include a 2-pack hobby glue kit, which will supply you the glue that you're going to need to glue these extra parts on. A lot of us like to use good quality hot melt glue, so just in case you want to remove these parts, you just have to apply a bit of heat and the parts will come off. But it's got to be good quality hot melt glue, not the cheap stuff. This helicopter also is set up and run by a FlySky radio. We can do these with a DX7S Spectrum as well, but this one here is set up with a FlySky. But other than that, I hope you enjoy it, and they are really very stable helicopter, nice to fly, and it's a perfect way to ship them, nice and safe.